Good beautiful morning. Welcome to episode 22 of A Dog's Life. My name is John. I am your host. And this is my viewpoint of this collective journey that we all walk together. Today it's just on my heart to talk about a phrase that I truly love. It says, "We are not a drop in the ocean, but the ocean in a drop." Or as my friend Jennifer would say, we are not... You know what? I think I like Jennifer's better. We are not a wave in the ocean, but we are the ocean in a wave. Because rather than a drop, a wave really shows the power we have to make a difference. A drop has a ripple effect. A wave just comes crashing down on you. As I had spoke about before, understanding that we're meant to be here for each other, I had committed on Monday to taking Friday off and driving about 10 hours away with my parents to a wedding for my stepmother's niece. I call her my mom a lot in these videos. She is a mother to me. So that being said, I spoke briefly with her on Wednesday or Thursday. We had intended to leave by noon. She let me know that things had changed in their lives, that we were going to leave around 2. This comes down to kind of like the best laid plans of mice and men. But if we just understand and go with the flow, how what is really meant to be will happen. So that being said, now we're around 2 or 3. We don't end up leaving. Excuse me. The gum I'm chewing has a really strong flavor, and that went down wrong. We were going to leave around, so we started to leave at noon, then it was going to be 2 or 3. We ended up leaving at 5 in the afternoon. We ended up taking my truck rather than a rental that doesn't have the biggest back seat. We head across Illinois, Missouri. The drive could not have flowed better. We get to our Airbnb about 1:30 in the morning on the time that we left, on that timeline. We go in, get settled in. I am up early the next morning. I think I woke up the first time around 4. I finally got out of bed about 5:30. It was my normal rhythm. I thought, I'm going to get up. I'm going to knock the gym out of the way. I enjoy my time in the mornings. I enjoy my time with y'all. I enjoy my time meditating. I use my mornings to center my day. So back to the best laid plans of mice and men. It was early enough, I thought, you know what? I am going to run, grab stuff for breakfast, take it back to the Airbnb, because we came over in one car, so I know that my parents couldn't go anywhere if they happened to get up while I was out. I go, I pick up groceries, I get back, coming in the back door. They are both up. My intention is to have a few minutes of conversation, drop off the groceries, and head back out the door. As I brought them in and set them down, I realized it was the expectation of Mom that I was going to make breakfast. And I mean, how often do I cook for my parents? For them, just them solely, I could not even tell you the last time. So we sat, we chatted, we talked about the trip, about the upcoming wedding. All of my stepmom's family is 8, 10, 12 hours away from her, so coming out and spending time with them, we had not done that for approximately 2 years as a collective. And she was just really excited. I made breakfast, we sat and had a nice talk. Her niece that's getting married, she said she was going to, my mom said that her niece that was getting married was going to come by in the afternoon. My mom's sister and her family were on their way up. They were going to be there early afternoon, and I knew that Mom wanted to go get things to make dinner that evening for them. I said, you know what, why don't I hang out with Dad? And I said, you go ahead and do your running, and I said, when you come back, I'm going to clean up, I'll go to the gym and do the things that I want to do. She said, fine. So my dad and I hung out, we done some car quizzes, we just had some good bonding time. Mom gets back, we unload the truck. She's like, I forgot to get your dad's shoes, and he forgot to pack them. By this time, 1 in the afternoon maybe. And I said, that's fine. I said, why don't you and Dad take the truck, go grab him some shoes? I said, I'm going to shower and clean up. And I said, that time your family should be coming. I said, you'll have time to interact with them, and I'll just go ahead and go have my personal time. She said, fine. So they head out. I wish them goodbye. I go in the bathroom. I start to shave my head. Got my clippers out. Back in the house they come. So now her niece was 10 minutes out, was going to stop by just to chat and stuff before the wedding tomorrow, because they had the rehearsal dinner this evening and hadn't seen each other in a couple years. I said, that's awesome. I went ahead and showered, got myself cleaned up. And at this point, Mom's like, well, my sister's stuck in a traffic jam because of a wreck. She's not going to be here for another hour and a half or 2 hours. I said, that's fine. So I got cleaned up. I went out, talked to her niece, husband-to-be, and a friend of theirs. We had a nice conversation. So they take off. And I told Mom, I said, why don't you and Dad go ahead, go get some shoes. I'll stay here. That way, if your sister and her husband and their family show up while you're gone, there will be somebody here to greet them. Mom's like, I appreciate that. Thank you. So her and Dad take off. About 30 minutes later, her sister and her family show up, who I had also not seen in a couple years. We talk. Not growing up around them, I never really got to know them. So in this moment, I took time to actually not just ask the same mundane questions that we seem to just ask each other on an everyday level. If we're in a situation like this, why not make the other person feel seen, feel heard? I'm learning so much about myself and how I can be a better part of the collective for all of those around me. It makes me feel so good to know that I am open enough to want to truly make others around me feel seen, to feel felt, to feel heard. So my mom and dad get back from getting shoes. We all talk for a little bit. By this time, it's 4 in the afternoon. Dad is itching to start the grill. A cousin that my mom has not seen in 20 years, 18 years, somewhere in there, is supposed to be there in an hour. I've still not been to the gym. I've still not listened to podcasts that I feel resonate with me. I've not had me time. So I go out and I hook up a new propane tank to the grill. Dad's biting to put on hamburgers. Mom's making patties. I'm like, it's too early. Mom had said when she got back, she's like, when you go to the gym, she said, I forgot ice. And she's like, I forgot hot dogs. Will you grab them? And I said, yes. And she's like, also, before you go, will you get the cabbage ready for the coleslaw? I said, yes. So I do that stuff as I'm shredding cabbage. Her cousin and his wife that she'd not seen in, like I said, 18 or 20 years come. They brought a brother that she could not even tell you the last time she had seen. Dad finally gets his way, gets to start the grill. I run, I get ice and hot dogs, I come back. We all put ourselves into roles, into patterns. My mom, my stepmom, she's a very beautiful soul and very good about wanting to cook and take care of others. And here we are around family she had not seen in years. So I step in, I start cooking, I start prepping. It's about the time dinner's done, and she said, are you going to make it to the gym? And I said, I don't think so. I said, and that's okay. We conversate. There's about 15 of us there. Her cousin that she had not seen in all those years. I take the time to get to know them, their lives, ask about their children growing up, things of that nature. And while I'm doing that, because in doing that, it really overwhelmed me how much it's not about me, but about us in a collective. But on the flip side of that, it was about me, because I was in a place to ask appropriate questions that would lead to interaction between my mom and cousin that she had not seen in years. I was in a place to help the situation along. Midway through that day, it hit me. It wasn't all about me, but it was. It was about me stepping in to be the middleman, to be the thing that brought me, to be the catalyst that brought the situation together. Not about me, the personal me that wanted to go and work on himself. That one 24-hour period of not working on myself in the big scheme does not make a difference. That one 24-hour period that she could have the opportunity to spend and enjoy time with people that she did not get to see on a daily basis. That's what it's about. I am so thankful that I am at a point in my growth that I can step back and understand that it is all about me, but it's not all about me shining. It's all about me understanding my role, whether I'm meant to be the primary or the secondary or the helper. I am so excited about the path my life is on and the things that I can do to understand my role in going forward for everyone around me, whether it's stepping up or stepping back and just being the part of the collective energy that I am meant to be. I encourage each and every one of you today, instead of leading with your habit, to step back and ask yourself, is this the role that I am meant to play here? Am I meant to be the primary, the secondary, the helper? What role can I play right now that is going to make a difference to those around me? I love you all. Thank you so much for the encouragement you show me, the love that you have outpoured over this. Just go out today and be like water. Just flow and understand what you're meant to do on this day. Be blessed. I love you.